It is so dangerous to just follow any kind of preacher, prophet, evangelist, or teacher out there where you don't know their background, you don't know how they came into the ministry, you don't know anything about them. It is very dangerous. First of all, you need to find out, does this person, do they have a spiritual father who can hold them accountable when they are in sin or when they are going down the wrong path? Do they have someone who is rebuking them and correcting them when they are not doing the right thing? That is very important. Also, have they been through the process? What is the process? The process is where you are learning to follow before you can even lead, where you are serving under someone. Because you know that process is teaching you humility. That process is teaching you how to serve. That process is teaching you how to be patient, is developing your character so that you will not fall and mislead people when you are actually sent out. So before you choose a church, look at the pastor. Does this pastor have a spiritual father? Has he been through the process? You know, having a spiritual father and going through the process, it's a biblical principle. And even the disciples did not go out and preach just anyhow. They had to be trained. Jesus trained them, and then they were able to go out and preach. Now, let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 14. It says, I do not write these things to shame you, but as my beloved children, I warn you. For though you might have 10,000 instructors in Christ, yet you do not have many fathers. For in Christ Jesus I have begotten you through the gospel. Therefore, I urge you to imitate me. For this reason I have sent Timothy to you, who is my beloved and faithful son in the Lord. So spiritual fathers, spiritual mother is not a foreign concept. Timothy had a spiritual father, and that was Paul. So many of these preachers that you see, many of them online, they have never gone through the process. And many of them don't have a spiritual father and spiritual mother. In fact, they are self-appointed. They are spiritual vigilantes. What is a vigilante? Vigilante is someone who is self-appointed and who lacks the proper authority to do what they are doing. So I don't know why people are surprised that there's so many people, so many men and women of God are falling left and right. This ministry and that ministry is falling. Look at their backgrounds and look at the fruit that they're bearing. Have they gone through the process, and do they have a spiritual father, spiritual mother with a proven track record of bearing fruit? And if you are called to the ministry, don't just appoint yourself, because this is not a job. This is not a hobby. It's a calling. God has to call you and send you. And a lot of times, He's using people to confirm that call. You will have a pastor who will send you out, who will give you the blessing to do what God has called you to do. So don't be in a rush. Go through the process, because you don't want to be the next headline. Go through the process. Let God work on your character. Serve under a ministry. Be humble. Because when it's your time, no devil in hell can stop your appointed time. So go through the process and serve under that ministry with a proven track record of bearing fruit, of living in holiness. Listen, I'm talking to you about something that I know to be true. I gave my life to Jesus in 1998. And in 1999, God called me to the ministry. He told me what my calling was. But you know, between that time and the time where you are being sent, it's called the process. So for the past 20 plus years, I've been in the process. And actually, it has only been the last 7 years where I have had a spiritual father and a spiritual mother to train me in the ministry, to help build my character. And I'm very blessed to be serving under a ministry and to have a spiritual father, spiritual mother who are training me, leading me, guiding me. About 2 years ago, I was ordained as a deaconess, but I would never think about self-appointing, appointing myself as a pastor or prophet or, anything like that, because I don't want to be a spiritual vigilante. So if you are called to the ministry, I urge you to go through the process. I urge you to submit under a ministry, under a spiritual father, spiritual mother with a proven track record of bearing fruit. I really pray that this video has been a blessing to you. I've been recording videos for about 6 weeks now, I think. And up to now, I've never asked anyone to subscribe or to follow or to like. But I want to ask you today, if this message has been helpful to you, then please subscribe to my YouTube, Instagram, like the message, and I will see you next time. God bless you.